Hey everybody, this is the Gnome 2. It is a sync clock. I don't know about you all, but if you've used a lot of these sync clocks or tried some in the past, they can be quite finicky and challenging to get set up properly. Not with this. This has been rock solid, and I'm really happy with it. So here is what I used to use. It is the Expert Sleepers U Samo. A couple differences, huge differences, really. The first would be it's just a MIDI out. That's a little limited, and it uses the audio in. So it's your classic sync clock that receives audio from the DAW and a plug-in to sync to the box. The challenge here, if you see the trim knob, is that getting this trim knob to be accurate, to like work properly with the software, was very finicky for me. So it took me a long time to get it working and make it stay working. Additionally, if a project got too large in track count, the USAMO could just lose sync. I did have an ERM as well, which I sold. The ERM is close to $500. It was a little overkill, I would say, for what I needed, and still not as effective as the Gnome. The thing I love, you can easily see the BPM. Very easy to set, to change settings. And the manual tells you, like, if they're a little cryptic, like what they mean. It's got two MIDI outs. What I use and what I love is the analog output. This is a Lower Mill double knot. It is a percussion machine. It's like a Buchla. There's a clock in right here. That's getting the analog clock from the Gnome. The most important part is capturing it, right? So capture it as it was meant to be captured, not as your computer jittery MIDI out decides to do it. I've got Ableton sending its clock to the Gnome, and the Gnome sending that to the double knot. So that's the setup, and let's get into it. So here we are. I've got the double knot playing, dialed something in real quick. This is how I set it up. Essentially, all you have to do is just dial in the amount of latency. I did a little trial and error here. I'm pretty happy with 2.0. Tweak it a couple times, and then what I like to do is once I have it how I want, I save it. And I name it like 64 buffer because that's the buffer that I'm going to use. I typically always record in 64. It seems to work for me. So that's the setup. As a result, look at your first hit on bar one. It's like right. I mean, that's not even. I don't think I'd want it any closer than that. It would probably be ahead of the beat. So that's pretty much as tight as humanly possible. And it never wavers. If you look here, it's the exact same. It's just absolutely perfect. It's the exact timing from the box itself, from the double knot. It's exact. And it never jitters or wavers at all. It's exceptionally tight. And for me, that's extremely important since I like to make 8 or 16 bar loops. And look at that. Look where it ends. It ends absolutely perfectly where it should without any like annoying clicks. There's not going to be a clicking sound or anything because the transient cut off because it was a little late or a little early. I just start patching. And when I get something I like, I just hit record. And I know it's going to be in perfect sync. So then I just drag that loop sample into a folder and never think about it. For somebody that has a machine like an MPC 1000 or a drum machine that doesn't have a lot of outputs, and you've got to kind of multi-track record, multiple times really, because you only have so many outs. This is a godsend because the timing is going to be perfect. You don't have to do anything. Basically, when you pull the audio files in, they're all going to be perfectly lined up. You don't have to trim them, move them around. There's zero effort there. So fantastic tool for multiple devices, drum machines especially. In my world, you're looking for a great sync clock. And I've been there. I've gone through the hell of trying to find the right one, set it up, and then you pay a lot of money and it's still not perfect. That's all eliminated with this. So hopefully that all made sense. Feel free to comment with any questions. Take care.